Welcome back, everybody.
That's all the intro is. So just welcome back, everybody. Moving on.
We survived.
Yes. I can't recall if I stopped the recording before the end of the night after Horde Night or at the end of when they were attacking. But basically, at some point, we decided we should build the porch all the way around the house so we can pick off zombies from any direction.
That's a great idea that I had.
Did you have it or did I have it? Or did we have it?
I think it was the communism of ideas.
Yes. I can imagine such a thing occurring. Okay. I'm gonna have to get rid of this.
I'm stuck in my head.
This is your own doing. You see, guys, Noah here decided that he wanted to show me a song before his stream. And then now that song is stuck in his head and he's not meant to sing on stream because of copyright infringement.
I can teach people how to count. I sent you an invite, by the way.
I told you you couldn't teach people how to count. That was part of the song, you see.
I'm just trying to make people guess this song by the least helpful clues ever.
I see, yes. Well, let's see here. Can I get electrocuted? I hear some gunshots.
You're hearing things.
Yes, things that are actually there.
Do you know how many gunshots you heard? Was it 2? Or was it 4?
You're gonna hear nothing in a second.
What are you talking about?
You'll see.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Murder.
I didn't say anything.
I'm Noah proofing the back side of the house now.
I'd like to point out that I said nothing wrong.
You say things wrong all the time.
And you just started screaming at me.
I did not scream.
I just mentioned 2 very specific numbers.
My item needs repairs. This is your fault.
I'm sure it is somehow.
You're scaring the deer. Dead.
Oh, I heard a gunshot.
I killed a deer. Since he was scaring it. And because of meat, because we're literally always starving.
I'm not starving.
Well, aren't you so good at this game?
Yes, I am.
You know.
Rude.
You only have like 10,000 hours.
How much do you have?
5
hours.
minutes. So I'm pretty good at this game for someone who has 5 minutes of it. You know?
Especially since it's like an hour-long day cycle and we're on day 8.
Yeah, well, we got through the days pretty quickly. Speedrunners, you know?
Yes. Because that's something I'm capable of doing.
You're not capable of doing anything. That was a little rude.
Wow.
I intended it to be. But I had to make it interesting for the audience. You know how it is.
Yes, and that's the way how you do it. Just making it incredibly rude to your co-host.
Yes, that is interesting. We have no stone. This is why you shouldn't be a stoner, Noah. If we run out of stones.
I have 3.
3 what?
Stones.
Pretty good. I got 2 pumpkins. So beat that.
You're the farmer, though. Why would I try to beat that?
I don't know. Maybe you're jealous of my amazing pumpkins.
Well, they are pretty amazing.
They exist and you have none, so it's better than yours.
I didn't realize this was communism, but with not communism, capitalism, but with pumpkins.
Yes. It's not our pumpkins, it's my pumpkins. I need
But
a
I have the cooking
stone.
skill.
What?
But I'm the one with the cooking skill.
But we learned the same things, right? Because when you learned that one thing, I learned it immediately.
I have the perks.
Okay. I'm gonna punch a rock. That might not be the most efficient way of getting stone. I gave up after like 4 punches. But also, it wasn't a stone rock, it was one of those white spiky boys, you know what I'm talking about?
Nitrate powder rock?
That's the one. I figured I should probably get some more rock while I'm here. So what are you doing today, Noah?
In the game?
Yes, in the game.
I'm getting wood for the defenses.
Awesome. I just got some honey from the log.
We're doing pretty okay with honey.
Yeah.
That's like the one thing that we're doing okay with, and it's like that's never happened. We're usually doing okay with everything else except honey.
Usually, yeah.
And now it's like the opposite.
Yep. Do I have a hammer? I thought I did. Because I remember asking if they had changed the recipe for a workbench to no longer need a hammer.
They did.
Which is a very good inclusion, because that was a kind of dumb thing that you had to waste a hammer for the workbench. Like, it was
And
worth it, but, like, it was annoying early game.
That was really annoying.
Yeah, and a wrench.
Even worse now with like the learn by looting system.
Oh yeah, it would be terrible. Which is probably why they decided to change things up.
3 skulls is safe, right?
I don't know.
Hey John, you should come up here so we can have safety in numbers.
I am building. I'm being Bob the Builder.
Shipping your own worst enemy here, Sean. I can't help you all the time.
You know, you could just behave like a normal human being.
But where's the fun in that?
I don't get copyright claimed.
That's all the fun.
What's that?
Copyright claim means fun. They're synonyms.
They're not.
Level 10.
Level am I? 9. Lame. am I gonna make this to where you won't jump off?
Almost impossible.
Yes. Can I make a sloped railing? There's like stairs. That's not really the same. What I can do?
Do I trust myself to
Probably not.
loot a place without dying?
I wouldn't trust you to do anything without dying, but
I'm aware.
I need more wood. Should probably plant some more trees near our base so we don't have to run as far to get more wood.
Yeah. I'm upgrading the mother load perk so I can get more wood per tree.
That makes sense. At my next level up, I'll put a perk or two into minus 69er because I really struggle with mining.
Well, if you want like the amount of stuff to be increased, you should do the mother load one.
Yeah, but like I don't like I need to actually get stamina to mine things because I run out like immediately.
True, I forgot about stamina. A potato seed.
We can use that. I don't know how planting was before that. It's such a travesty that they changed it because it's not that bad
Now it's randomly generated that if you get 1 or 2 back, we used to always get 2 back, so you could have
now.
a seed and like to keep going.
So you just complain.
But now it's like you don't always get to keep going, and it's like if you found it, you know.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think they made it so it's you can't rely on one food source, which I think is better gameplay wise.
Realistic, yeah, sure, but who needs realistic?
It's more enjoyable. This game is more enjoyable when they make it challenging like that.
You're right. I also just like to complain.
I know. From experience.
I complain a lot.
Every day.
It's Sean's favorite part of the day.
My least favorite day. It's like the "Are you guys friends?" meme, and like one guy's like yes, and the other is no.
That's from Star Trek Voyager.
I figured it looked like that. I wasn't positive it was from that specifically.
I got to that episode.
I've been watching Brooklyn
I was
Nine-Nine, and I've seen some memes from that. I'm like, hey, I know that.
You never guess what I've been doing. I've been rewatching Doctor Who.
Yeah, I know. Pretty sure you mentioned that last time we streamed too.
Oh, one of the things I did between streams that I'm almost positive I didn't talk about last stream because I'm pretty sure I started it after it was watch the David Tennant series Inside Man.
Mm.
That's a messed up show.
Yeah.
You should watch it.
Is it like Breaking Bad but with David Tennant?
No, it's so much worse, like stress-wise.
Let's see.
Like I get stressed out from Breaking Bad, but like, you know.
I don't,
This one
because I
is-
haven't seen it.
But this one's so much worse. You watched Breaking Bad.
No, I haven't seen the entire. You said you know, and I don't because I haven't seen it.
I was saying I get stressed out from Breaking Bad, and that's what I meant to say you know with.
Oh, well, you're not very good at speaking.
I'm not very good at speaking.
Man, I kind of became my own worst enemy with this roofing job. I am thirsty.
I got part of Ahsoka spoiled for me today.
That sucks. I've had a couple things where I'm like, I don't want to know any more about that. I don't want to hear any more about Ahsoka.
Yeah, and it's just like, it seems like it was a pretty major part of it. I'm like, dang it.
Yeah. I was referencing the Obi-Wan meme. Not the Obi-Wan meme, but the meme where he's like, I don't want to hear any more about Obi-Wan. Even though he literally 2 seconds prior asked about Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
It's like, because of Obi-Wan. I don't want to hear any more about Obi-Wan. Make up your mind, dude.
Yeah, he's very bad at making up his mind.
I think that's the whole point of the movie.
Yeah. Anakin as a whole is just very bad at making up his mind. Spoilers if you haven't seen the 1988 movie Return of the Jedi. But, like, he's very bad at picking a side and sticking with it.
Yeah. Like someone's like, oh, yeah, I was just getting to that. You spoiled it. I'm saying, I feel like some people would be watching it for the first time. My sister hasn't seen the original trilogy, but she knows a lot of the stuff that happens in it because it's like incredibly old.
Because they're a classic at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be hard pressed to find somebody that knows absolutely nothing about Star Wars.
I once asked someone like I had recently met at the time, like if they had seen Star Wars, and they're like, "Yeah, I don't live under a rock." I'm like, fair enough. And then again, my sister-in-law hasn't seen Star Wars, despite my brother trying to show it on multiple occasions.
Does she know of Star Wars?
She knows of Star Wars. She hasn't seen it.
No, I mean like things from it. I meant
probably. I don't know. I don't talk to her about Star Wars because she hasn't seen it.
Why not?
I feel like I just explained that.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm still getting through Clone Wars. It's a large show. A lot of it's good.
It's a good one.
But a lot of it is really, really boring.
But it's boring because they're actually talking about politics of war and it's not just black and white.
Yeah, no, those parts are interesting. It's boring when it shows me 2 episodes in a row exclusively about the C-3PO and R2-D2.
Yeah, I've been rewatching Clone Wars. Well, my brother's been watching Clone Wars for the first time. And it's like, there's so much just like intense, like, economic policy talk. And not dumbed down at all. And it's like, I could see why people might not have liked this show, but like, wow.
Yeah, I really liked the politic part of the show because it actually portrays the galaxy realistically.
Yeah. Yeah, you're past where my brother and I are. Like, we just watched the episode, the arc, actually, with, like, Padme in the Senate when they're talking about, like, how you need to deregulate the banks so that they can pay for more clone troopers. I'm like, that is a very like like not dumbed down thing at all.
Mm-hmm.
Deregulation of things.
Right. But no, it's a kids show. I feel like a lot of people will be like, oh, it's still a kids show because kids can watch it. And like they don't understand there's a
Doctor
difference.
Who's a kids show.
But there's a difference between a kids show and a show kids can watch or enjoy.
Yeah.
Because
Because like
you know,
Rebels is a
yeah. Sorry, I didn't.
but it's like I'm sorry, I kind of started talking in hopes that you would.
Shut
That was
up.
my bad. But it's like Rebels is a kids show, but there's some incredibly dark storylines.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say anything because you haven't
Seen
watched it. Yeah, but you'll probably like my favorite character is Zeb. You'll meet him eventually.
Eventually.
He's awesome.
Yeah, but I think a good example of like a kids show and a show kids can watch and like the differences is the show Spectacular Spider-Man is a show kids can watch, but it's a amazing show for all ages, right? Ultimate Spider-Man is a kids show. And it's very much like, here's some superheroes that kids like. They're doing stuff, and it's just none of the characters grow or change at all.
Yikes.
And I was watching a video about it, like how like some of it's alright, and but it's definitely meant for kids almost exclusively. Because not many people who aren't children would enjoy it.
It was Spectacular Spider-Man that you said I should watch.
Yeah, that one is amazing. That's the one that I think is good for all ages. I watched it as a kid, and I enjoyed it more as an adult.
Okay. So that's like Clone Wars for me. Like I watched it when I was a kid, but I enjoy it more now.
Mm-hmm. I am slowly working on this roof.
And then there's shows like Community, which is definitely not a kids show and should not be watched by kids under any circumstances.
Yeah, like I guess Community that's like the lowest of the bar that kids can't watch it, and then like there's shows such as like Breaking Bad or Living with Yourself. There's another one where it's like it's a good show, but it's definitely not for kids.
Like Doctor Who's like kids can watch, they'll get frustrated because they won't understand it.
They're like, why is the doctor being mean?
Well, not even that, but like it's so science. Like not that kids can't understand science because
Right.
they can.
But they don't. But they don't water things down when they explain stuff. They assume your. They don't assume your intelligence.
Yeah.
Which some shows that are science fiction-y will assume that you don't understand what they're talking about and over-explain it. And those shows annoy me sometimes. The reason I was thinking about it was actually because of Kingdom Hearts. People are like, it is a kid's game. It's like, in a way, it is, but in another way, it's not.
I feel like that one's like the target audience is kids, but it's not a kids game.
Yeah.
At least like what I've played.
Like, especially 1 and 3. Like 1 is definitely target audience is kids, but like anyone can enjoy it. 2 is.
That's what I meant by like that, because like I've only played a little bit of 1.
Right. 2 is very much like anyone can enjoy it. It doesn't have a specific target audience. And then 3 is back to where it's the target audience is for kids, but anyone can enjoy it.
Okay.
If you can deal with over explaining. Like I was replaying it and like they literally explained the exact same thing in 3 different cutscenes throughout the game.
Wow, I'm probably gonna take my time getting to that then.
Yeah.
I'll probably get so frustrated because I'll probably be like just off of like at like that point I'd probably if I keep playing from like how I am now,
Mhm.
right after like the new Doctor Who stuff, so I'd probably be like so like thinking.
Mhm.
I'd get frustrated with how much it's explaining.
Yeah, and I understand why they have that because it's for the people who didn't play any of these side games and only played 1, 2, and 3.
But no, like they come with it in so many other
Right.
packages.
Yeah, I simply can't fathom how people will play Kingdom Hearts 3 on say they only played 1 and 2 and say 3 is bad because they didn't understand it. That's like watching Avengers Endgame as you're like having only seen Avengers 1 and Infinity War and be like, I don't understand what's going on here.
I think that's what actually happened a lot of the time. Ironically.
Yeah. Although people who complain like, I don't want to watch a million things to understand what's going on in this movie, it's like, then don't watch a series. Like if
Yeah.
you skip to the fourth one in the series, don't complain you have to watch everything before it.
Like I think Infinity War was the first Marvel movie that I watched. I was like, wow, this is awesome, and I was like, I have to watch everything else now.
The first Avengers movie was the first Marvel movie I watched, but like I knew about the Avengers, so it was like I wasn't super lost, which I think happens
Yeah,
for a
I
lot of
watched
people.
Iron Man. I loved Iron Man, but it wasn't like a oh I have to keep track of this thing now.
Hmm. Yeah, I watched. I'm gonna say Avengers when I was. I don't know what to do. When I was like 9 or 10, which is like early for those movies for sure. So I didn't watch the rest of them until I was like 12 or 13. But when I started watching them, I watched them all in a row. Until the current one, which at the time was Spider-Man Homecoming.
I feel like my interest in movies is a relatively recent thing.
Hmm.
Like I always liked Star Wars and stuff like that, but I've been more of like a series person,
Yeah.
like TV series.
I can go either way.
Um, but recently, like since I started going to college, it's been like, oh, I'm watching more movies than.
Hmm. Yeah, for me, it was always like I really enjoyed both movies and TV shows as a kid because we had so many DVDs of Disney movies. And then I would start watching things that were like for older kids as I got older, and then
Yeah.
I think I watched less uh TV shows as a kid. I watched like what was on Cartoon Network and Disney Channel. Like that was about it for a very
Have you
long
ever watched the
time.
movie? Did you ever watch the movie Whiplash? I don't know what made me think of this, but it was like something.
I don't think I've seen it, but it sounds familiar.
It has like J.K. Simmons in it as a college jazz conductor.
I don't think I've seen it now. Is it
It's
good?
like one of the movies. It's incredibly good. It's like the opposite of Mr. Holland's Opus, where it's like that follows a really really good teacher that's like inspiring students to pursue music.
Hmm.
And Whiplash is following this awful teacher that's actively pushing students away from music.
Wow.
know if it's streaming anywhere. Because if it was streaming, I'd say, oh, we should watch it for.
For movie night, yeah.
Like I own it on Amazon, but
But that might not be on Amazon for everyone.
yeah.
Because Amazon's stupid. Stream gets taken down by Amazon. Cause they
That's
own they do
Facebook
on
here.
they do on Twitch, but I don't think they care enough about what the streamers say about Amazon to really do anything about it. I don't know what made me think of this, but I was thinking about the other day where I was complaining about something Square Enix does. And like, man, as much as I play Square Enix games, they're never gonna sponsor me because I should talk to them all the time. Because I don't like some of their practices, because they're kind of like trying to get more money out of things that don't necessarily need deserve money. Yeah, but like with the remake for Final Fantasy VII, because it's so popular, they decided that they would split it up into 3 chunks because they could and make money off of it. And where they could have,
They're just not releasing it or something. It's like, or taking way too long to
they're
release.
taking a long time to release it. Like I can't imagine they ended production or like hadn't continued production with the second part after the first part was done before it released. But it's like that came out a long, not a long time ago, but like a good chunk of time ago, in terms of how long video games take to release. And
Like we were in high school, aren't we?
yeah, and they haven't even announced when the next one is coming out. They just announced that it is, and announced the name.
What's the name?
It's Rebirth, I think. It's a terrible name, but it it's not just Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. It's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I think. But like, it was so bad that when I played it in 2020, it wasn't even known that they would make the rest of it into a game. It was like suspected, but some people actually thought they wouldn't make it into another game.
Oh wow.
Because I remember looking it up, being like, "Are they making more of that?" And then like article, I was like, "Oh, they're probably not because it's a reimagining." And like, that's a terrible reason.
It's reimagining, so it's just like an awful lot shorter.
Right.
And I'm assuming it cuts out a lot of plot details because of how much shorter.
I don't think it cuts out, because the reason it's so much shorter is it's actually just a part of the game.
Disc.
It's the
That's what I meant. Like it's just not having the rest of the game in that part.
I think they didn't cut out too much plot relevant details. Or at least if they did, they changed it around enough to still make sense.
Oh, okay.
Because I know like sometimes when a remake or when a game comes out, there's a lot of plot details that just aren't necessary to the story.
The game has 3 discs, right? You said.
Yeah, but it was PS2 and this couldn't hold as much.
Okay. So PlayStation 4 has 1 disc?
Yeah, so far. Well, I mean, you have the data disc and the play disc, so it's actually 2 discs.
Okay.
But it's essentially what was on the first disc for the original is what got remade. As far as I can tell, that's how it worked.
So it just seems like the first third of the game, right?
Essentially. So yeah, if they were to not make any more after that, it would feel like It'd feel weird how they ended it because they're like, well, we're not done here. There's still like the bad guy's still out there. And if they just ended it with that, that would be a super unsatisfying ending.
I'm excited to play it.
Right?
I could technically play it. I just don't want to have to like get most of the way through and then stop and then start again.
Yeah. Do you like padded armor?
Do I like padded armor?
Would you like some? Because I have like all
I have
padded armor stuff.
I have all scrap right now.
Okay, so I can just throw it in a box and sell it or something.
Yeah.
Did I end up getting any wood? I actually left to get wood and I was like, oh, look, an airdrop. And then got distracted.
I forgot I was wearing a skirt.
Yes. Yeah. So I was saying is like I don't think they'd ever sponsor these Square Enix because I just complained about them too much for them to be like, yeah, we'll sponsor this person who plays our games. I'm excited for Kingdom Hearts 4. I don't know if they've announced a release date yet.
I've been enjoying Kingdom Hearts 1. I don't have like a lore or any amount of lore background in it yet.
Yeah,
But like
yeah, it hasn't really gotten to where it's like, here's a bunch of lore. There is a lot of lore background telling in the first game, some of which continues to exist in later games, and some of just gets abandoned or
I just like with
retconned or
games,
whatnot.
it's like I play games very interesting as you know because you've seen me play games before. Where I start and go super into it, and then I stop for like ages,
But yeah, and then you
and
get
then
really into it again. I used to play games a lot like that. Like when I first played Arkham Knight, I was like really into it, and then I didn't play it for months, and then I was really into it, and then I did play it for months, and then I finished it, and I was like, that's cool.
I liked Arkham Knight. I think me playing it with a headache attached the headache to the game though.
I think there
If
were
that makes
I
sense.
think there was some things that you were extra salty about because you were in pain.
Yeah. But that kind of became like oh, do I really want to play that and deal with that again?
Right.
But it's like it's not actually bad. It just kind of attached myself. Like if the closest way I could describe it to me is like if someone was to eat food and then get sick later, not because of the food, but just got sick, it's still attached to the food.
Right. I still can't eat Lucky Charms for that exact reason. Like I'm fairly certain, but see what would happen was when I was like 8, I ate Lucky Charms and then got sick later that day. It was like must have been Lucky Charms because like it was I had it for dinner and then when I went to bed I woke up and got sick. Um, and so I was like, oh, must have been Lucky Charms. I'll avoid that. And then I tried it again like years down the line, and then I got sick again. And it could have been also unrelated, but it's because of that, I just haven't frustrated. Because like, other than a lot of sugar, Lucky Charms doesn't have much in it that like you could be allergic to or it would get you sick.
Yeah. Because like I do really like the story now that I've had time to kind of like think about it from a non-biased point of view.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that was never really the issue. The story was never really the
It was the
issue.
gameplay. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was like it's still like I should play it again and get more of it.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever 100% it?
No. I don't 100% games easily. I haven't 100% this game.
That's true. I mean, this game is, other than the achievement, is difficult to 100%.
True. Um, it's one of the things I want to do eventually. I feel like I'll probably 100% the Lego Star Wars games that we're playing. That's probably gonna be something I 100% because of how much I play it.
Right. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I really wanted to 100% Lego Batman 3, and then I lost the game. I still don't know what
Oh,
happened to it. Like, I have no clue what could have happened to it. It must have gotten lost.
a fire burglar.
No, it was before the fire. It was way before then. Like, it must have gotten lost in a move, or like gotten lost and then we moved, and it was never found in the process of moving. So like I didn't play it for a long time, and I was like really upset about it too because I really enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
And I didn't replay it until like a few years ago, and I 100%ed it. I was like, I finally did what little me could have did.
One of the things I could 100% probably is Lego Lord of the Rings.
Hmm.
Like that's just chapter titles, I think, for the most part, on Steam.
Really,
I think that's
they
just
don't have
Lego
that
playing
many
through it.
achievements other than that.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
Because I know some games only have achievements for a story progression.
There's an achievement called "One Does Not Simply," and all it does is requires you is to walk into Mordor.
It's funny.
No, I was wrong. There was some that are like action. Like there's one of the kill 42 Urkai or something like that.
Mm. Lego Marvel Superheroes, it has some funny achievements, but achievements I don't know how to get because they're really weird. Basically, there's an achievement in the game called Puny God, and it's for Hulk to pick up and throw around Loki in free mode. And
Is
like,
that just having one character be Loki and one player be Hulk, and then you just
then you beat them up, I guess. But you don't always get him to do that animation when you kill people as him. So like, I guess you have to get lucky on top of just having both characters.
that's so annoying.
Yeah, but I think it's a funny reference though.
Yeah, it's a really good reference. They should make a Lego Groundhog Day.
I don't think they should. I don't think that would be
Don't
very good.
drive angry. Don't drive angry.
Yes.
That'd be a great achievement name. Or a chapter name or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's such a good movie,
I
though.
don't think they're
Like,
gonna make a Lego Groundhog Day.
they're definitely not. It's but
Especially
it's a
since
funny like
how long it's been since it's come out.
yeah, it's been like 30 years. It's a very entertaining movie, though.
Yeah. For those of you at home, we watched Groundhog Day recently, so he's like, why are they randomly talking about Groundhog Day? That's why. Stop it, stupid game.
Wow.
It's trying to
Don't
change
call
my
a game
addiction.
stupid. It'll,
What's that?
don't call a game stupid. It'll kill you.
It's a weird thing to do because you got called stupid.
Well, it's a permadeath, and it probably knows it's a permadeath.
Why is it doing this?
You called it stupid. You know, it's a good game.
What?
Starfield.
This game is very much annoying me at the moment.
I can't believe this. You hate this game.
Yes.
I just realized that like if all goes well this run, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably get 100% of the achievements of this game,
Awesome.
right? Because like we're going to 42 days, and I think we did the math, and it's like surviving for 30 days or something.
Something like that. You know they did the math subreddit you were telling me about?
Yeah.
There's a scene in the show I'm watching where one of the characters slams a door on a normally functioning wall, and it not only shatters the glass in the door, but it destroys the wall next to the door, and part of the roof falls down. And
Wow.
he's meant to be a normally strength person. It's not like Spider-Man level strength. So I want to know like how powerful did he slam the door to make that happen?
Was he annoyed at the
He
time?
was annoyed at the time, yeah. He was not a happy camper.
Someone got his goat named Gerald.
Someone Many people got his goat named Gerald.
I love that saying. It's like my favorite saying ever.
I need more wood. That is a lot of dogs.
Do you need help?
No, they're not attacking yet. It's like a wandering horde of dogs. Do they
Wow.
move in packs now? Because that'd be really cool.
I think they do, yeah.
Attack me!
I've never really played this update long enough to be able to tell, like, yeah, that's definitely what they do now.
Oh, they died really quickly. I only slapped them once and they died.
I feel like this is the hardest update in a while to get into. Because typically we played to end game by this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't done that yet.
But also, sometimes we ignore the base defenses.
True. By sometimes you mean all the time.
Yeah, this is the most I've ever built up a base. And I really haven't done much other than starting to add a railing around the base.
Well, the last game we played in Alpha 20, I guess we did a lot of base defenses. I think that was the most we've done ever.
Mm-hmm.
We built things with the concrete, right?
Yeah, that's true. Where are you? It's getting nighttime.
I'm getting back to the base.
I'd go to chop down some trees, but I'm out of because of nighttime. I don't want to go out and die.
I want to wait till we're in a good place with ammo.
Yeah,
Do that.
like I have decent pistol ammo, but not a decent pistol. But you know what I will do is I'm gonna go grab the water from the dew collector.
I'm hungry.
Can make some food.
In the game. That is my job, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you have? Did you go hunting today? You killed a deer.
I killed 80. Yeah, I got 20 meat from it. Hold on, I'm replanting things.
There. Yeah. Take your time.
I actually got no seeds from that, so wait, no,
See, that's
I
where I
got
get annoyed.
a
That's why I
seed.
get.
Yeah, you get annoyed at everything though, so I'd take what you get annoyed at with a grain of salt.
Can't believe this.
Yeah, meat's in the right chest.
Do you have any eggs?
No.
Make a bacon and egg, and 4 grilled meats. Oh, I meant to put that into. Oh, I already put it into iron gut. Good, cause I thought I forgot to. I like Alpha 20 a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But mainly because like it was so easy to go to end game.
Yeah.
We did that in like a day, right? Like we did it
Basically,
really
yeah.
quickly if I remember correctly. Oh, we got a forge upstairs now, don't we?
Yeah. I'm smelting some stuff.
Cool. I just forgot that we had it.
Mm.
Forge giant will probably be good, so we can start upgrading the front.
Yeah, I can make some of that. Actually, I can't. I don't make light.
I'll start digging tomorrow in my hole I made.
Okay. So I guess you can continue whatever story you were telling last time, because I have to go get water.
I forgot the story I was telling last time.
Alright, you can tell a new story then.
Once upon a time, there was a man, and that man's name was Snebbage. And that guy got bored one day and decided to go out for a walk. And while he was walking, he got really bored. So he started to count all these little things that he found on his walk. One of these things was a talking bird. And birds are not to be trusted in the normalest of situations. And they were, and so he was naturally not trusting of the bird. Eventually, he decided to take the bird home, and he named him Steven. And they got to be best friends. And so, over time, Snebbage has worked with Steven to improve his vocabulary because, like, talking bird, but he doesn't know how to talk all that good. And so sorry, 1 second. I'm busy with in-game stuff. And so one day when he felt like Steven's vocabulary has improved enough, he enrolled him in a spelling bee. And he lost because he was a bird going up against people, and people spell better.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I have to pick your story up later.
Yep. I don't know what that story is. I just started talking, honestly.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Did we get to the story last episode?
I haven't gotten to it. I honestly just started editing it today and didn't get very far before you called me.
I remember that story. That story was a fever dream.
I think every story you tell is a fever dream. Everything you say is a fever dream.
Thank you. This is a very well Noah-proofed base for the most part.
Yeah.
Other than this giant hole over here.
Let giant hole. Over here. Oh yeah, I'm working on it. I ran out of wood.
Yeah.
Do you have any wood?
I planted a small forest over there.
Okay. Do you have any wood on you?
No. Wait, that's a lie.
I can't believe you would lie to me like that.
Not on purpose.
So you made a mistake. If you say that's a lie, it implies that you intentionally withheld information or lied about
Yeah,
what the information.
I don't know why I use that wording. I think I have a guilty conscience. I think that's the reason.
You do. You're guilty all the time. You're guilty until proven guilty, remember?
I feel like that's more of you decided than.
It is a fact. You're just gonna have to live with this.
I'm just gonna have to live with for the rest of my life.
Yes.
Hopefully, I don't do anything illegal and have to go on trial.
Yes, hopefully. Well, if you do something illegal and have to go on trial, then you're guilty because you did something illegal. Hopefully, you don't get accused of doing something illegal.
That's what I meant to say.
Because if you do something illegal and have to go on trial, then
I'm guilty.
You should be
guilty.
guilty.
Yeah.
You should be proven guilty because you did it.
You're gonna get to the story and be like, why do I let Noah do stories while I leave?
Why do I let no do story time? It's the worst decision I've ever made in my life.
No, but this story time was relatively, what's the word? Calm, uneventful. The story didn't grow to a point, grow organically to a point that was incredibly weird.
I see.
Last time, they grew organically to a place that was very strange.
Everyone was weirded out.
And left, yeah.
That's why my ship dipped when I left. I don't know if it did or not. I was making a joke.
Nighttime is the worst in this game. Early game.
But at least I got busy doing this.
Do you have any predictions for the 60th anniversary special, John?
The doctor will be like, "Whoa, I'm the doctor. I'm super smart," and then they'll do something. They'll talk and then hope something will happen and take credit for it.
We know that. Wait, I'm not gonna say this in case you don't know this. Huh.
Yeah, who's the doctor?
We know who's the doctor. We know who's the 15th doctor also.
I think I know, but I've forgotten because I didn't know who they were.
It's like Nkuti Gatwa or something like that. Something similar to that.
Maybe. It's a lie created by the Doctor Who writers to trick you.
Sell more Doctor Who.
That's how no doctors. Yes. It's very much possible to be the case.
I have a treasure map over that way, so I might get that tomorrow.
That makes sense.
So I might take the lockpicks if that's okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because of one of their weird updates that they made this alpha.
I mean, lockpicking makes me I'm really good. lockpicking because I'm smart. I could do it.
I don't think you have access to the thing.
Like it doesn't share it. But I can follow you and then pick the lock for you,
Ooh, that would be a good idea.
so we can go together.
And
Have an
yeah,
adventure.
we're so good at adventures.
Exactly.
Especially since I'm worried that this is gonna go to the winter biome.
Winter
Yeah,
biome
it's
is
definitely the winter biome.
dangerous.
I feel like we should wait for that then, because it's winter biome. I don't think we're quite ready for anything other than like maybe the burnt forest.
Yeah.
And that's very maybe at this point. I took the lockpicks already.
Oh no, I was just repairing something. Can't believe you've done this. Why are you insulting me?
I'm not insulting you.
That's what someone who's assaulting people would say.
That is a good point. I wasn't meaning to assault people, I promise.
So if we're not going to the treasure map, do you think we should do a normal job tomorrow?
Yeah. At least a couple.
Yeah. To get some ammo, possibly some food.
Some first aid supplies.
Do you have any Duke's tokens or cash on you?
I have, yeah,
I have it.
it's on the floor.
Because I have the better barter, so I figured
Yeah,
I
I'll
should
just give
handle
it to
the
you.
money.
Oh, I'm thirsty.
Kind of out of water.
Well, I could just go to the lake, but I don't want to right now.
Because it's nighttime.
Yeah, because it's nighttime.
Cool.
Even though the lake's right there, I'd probably get killed
Yeah, I can see that.
by the spike.
You're not very
Hi,
intelligent, eh?
Woody. Wow.
There's a hole in the roof. I wonder if there's anything up there. Okay, actually, we should probably fix that because of the birds, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I probably should.
I got it. I'm a master at fixing stuff. Okay. I have to go from the outside.
It's already been like an hour, John.
Yeah.
We're so good at streaming.
Did you cause a ruckus?
By accident, yeah.
Wow.
Hey, the house balcony's done.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna work really well now. Like when you get a chance to like extend the defenses backwards. Because that's really the only side that's like, huh, that's not working out very good.
Yeah.
It's this time. I'll work on that before we leave tomorrow.
I can go get the quest and then you can work on that and then you can meet me at the place.
Yeah.
I can put the wood I have in the box so you can make spikes with that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
In the right box.
We should start getting iron so we can replace the ones that are broken through with iron spikes.
Mm.
Especially now with Horde Knights that just kind of get worse, right?
Yeah. Hopefully we can get some real guns by the time the next Horde night happens.
Yeah, I feel like the next Horde Knight specifically is going to be rough.
Doozy. It's like that last one was actually not that bad. Which means the next one will be worse.
I feel like it's always like if the first one's not bad, the second one's like, whoa.
Yeah, because it's usually if the first one's not bad, it's because it's barely before the threshold of when it gets going. And then by the second time, it's past the next threshold of getting going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright.
Like it was definitely not the only reason was it was definitely not the only reason being that like we've defended the house. That was just like not many zombies. Period.
Mm-hmm. Your fan's on, isn't it?
What?
Is your fan on so your computer doesn't overheat?
No.
I thought it might have been.
My computer's just being loud.
That's what I was hearing. I thought I was hearing the fan.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't really fix that.
I cannot believe this. I'm offended.
I know.
How is it darker at daytime than it was 2 minutes ago?
Always darker right before the dawn.
No, it's after dawn right now, so
Oh, you can't tell the time.
it's raining, so that might be why. I forgot to get water before leaving. It's fine. I probably will survive.
Probably.
Be a really different song if they had probably in there.
Apparently there was a dog trying to get in last night that just got impaled on spikes.
Good. Maybe it was one of the members of the pack that was left behind and came back for revenge. Just to die to spikes because it sucked.
Dog who lived.
Dog who lived come to die. I'm hilarious.
I'm the one who made the joke.
But I made the weird abracadabra noise.
That you did.
One time I saw someone who was like talking about the Hogwarts houses. They're like, this isn't this is my head canon. It's not actually canon, but this is what I believe. And then they said something that's just straight up normal canon. Or if it's not normal canon, it's widely enough believed to be the case that it might as well be.
Yeah.
It was basically that like the Hogwarts houses don't necessarily choose attributes you have, but attributes you value.
That's canon. That's just
Yeah,
straight up
that's
canon.
just regular canon, but like I guess it's kind of cool that they figured that out on their own without knowing the canon reason.
Because like Pettigrew.
Right.
Spoilers.
Spoilers for like if you're halfway through Prisoner of Azkaban, but you know that name and not know that he's a bad guy.
I'm not very good at not at thinking if something's a spoiler first, and
Yeah.
then saying. I'm a lot better at
No, no,
saying
we'll
when
just
things.
we'll just bleep it out like we did last time.
David Tennant.
No, no, don't say things like that.
Is that gonna be a continuing bit throughout the show?
I suppose it has to be now.
No, because I said I was watching a David Tennant series earlier.
Well, that would be a very different. It's a very different sentence with the bleep.
Yeah.
I was watching a bleep series earlier. What were you watching?
Having fun editing that.
Yes.
Because you're. Wait, did we get there yet when we were
I haven't,
editing?
no. I nearly forgotten about it.
We mentioned it in the thing, in the video, so
Yeah, yeah.
you would have remembered.
I probably would have remembered that we were gonna make that joke, but if I had gotten that far, but I just haven't. I only got like a few minutes in.
Because then I.
You interrupted me in my work.
I'm so good at interrupting. This is called Noah being on break and not having anything to distract him.
Hmm.
So it falls to John.
Chop down a tree while I wait for the trader to open.
Nice. I got pretty good start on the sides, on the back and like side away from the mountains, if that makes sense,
Mm-hmm.
of the house with defenses.
Do you know? I was talking about Ultimate Spider-Man earlier because I watched that video about how like some of it actually has some pretty cool stuff in it, but a lot of it's garbage. Miles Morales is voiced by Donald Glover in it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Trader Joel's now open. If they changed his name from Spider-Man to Arachnid Kid or something like that. Stupid.
Kid Arachnid?
Kid Arachnid, yes. So dumb.
I didn't even watch the show.
Because like there's multiple Spider people in one universe in that show.
Spider-Man, 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 Spider-Man.
And so to not confuse the kids watching, because that's really the only people who watch that show, to be honest with you. They changed the name.
Spider-Man, 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 Spider-Man.
Let's see. Okay. There's a mission. I shared with you, right?
Yes. I'm making my way there. If I can see it, I have to go
You have to go where?
and say show.
Yeah.
No, I have to toggle active because I have a treasure map
Oh
that
yeah.
I had active.
Same. I forgot. Excuse me. I'm dehydrated. I need to find something to drink. Excuse me. I was working on.
Fishing.
I can't believe this. What were you saying?
You can go. Mine's not time.
I was working on my Batman Arkham Knight without Detective Vision, and then I was like, you know what? I should probably have things ready before Halloween, before I schedule a video to come out on Halloween. So it's not
Yeah.
like a couple week break between my last video and that one. That's why I started working on the last 7 Days to Die video.
That was a good video. Are you just having like be each stream be one video?
So the not last stream, but the first stream was 2 videos,
Oh, okay.
and so I'll edit it down to be still entertaining, but I'll try to keep as much as I can in.
Yeah.
But I mean, a lot of it can just naturally be cut out because of nighttime, and just like going to places.
But there's also been, I feel like there was more of the video because we played longer.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
and it was Horde Night.
The footage is like 4 hours long, which isn't bad, but to put it into one video it cuts out quite a bit. Or it's a long video. But then again, like I said, nighttime is quite lengthy. And a lot of times nighttime doesn't have much.
You have to figure out.
Yeah, Horde Night, I'll probably just keep all of that in because it's interesting. At least while the zombies are coming at us.
Or like speeding it up.
Like, speed up, like, oh, zombies. Oh. It's like, man, the zombies are moving fast. Holy
crap. Nightmare.
Yeah.
That would be a good challenge eventually.
Nightmare permadeath.
Nightmare.
Just
well, not even permadeath, just like
nightmare
all the time.
Yeah. Like normally.
I don't know if it would be a solo or or collab, but it would be cool.
Yeah. Like I was gonna say, normally when I do permadeaths, I play it on the hardest difficulty. But this game on normal difficulty is hard enough where I feel like it's justified to still be a challenge.
Yeah. Especially with, like, we never really played this alpha before, and this is us really just like playing the alpha.
Mm-hmm.
Which was an interesting choice to just have the first one be a permadeath.
Yeah. Like the alpha isn't incredibly difficult. It's just a little not difficult. It is difficult. I mean to say, it's not incredibly different. There are a lot of changes, though. It would be different if it was like our first playthrough of any of the updates of the game.
Yeah, but I mean, like with like the early games specifically.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one that changed the most. By change, I mean just make it really weirdly long.
Wow. I found a blue withered sports bag. And I was like, ooh, there could be some good stuff in here. There was 2 bones, and that was it.
Nice score.
Man, you know, when I'm looking to find myself some good loot, and I found myself 2 bones, I'm excited.
It's like better than a rocket launcher right there.
Mm-hmm. Or, you know, water, or food, or something stupid like that.
Yeah, because what we have to do is make the game think we want 2 bones and not the really good loot, and then it'll just start giving us really good loot instead.
Now I was thinking it was fire. I heard a zombie, but I did not see a zombie. Oh, there you are. There's a crawler. Crawlers look weird and gross, but they aren't very threatening. You know what I mean?
And they didn't even used to look gross.
Yeah, they were
That's a new thing.
They were just normal zombies that couldn't stand.
Oh, that was an Alpha 20 thing, I think. But like, yeah.
Now they actually look kind of creepy. Before they kind of looked silly. Back in my day, when the game was not...
Looks like crap.
it looked like crap, and the zombies wore outfits that didn't quite make sense.
They wore Halloween party nurse jackets.
Yes. Halloween party, for sure. That's how I would describe that in my son.
I'm trying to make this YouTube friendly for you.
Yes. I don't know what anyone would think of differently. It was Halloween party outfits.
Because then they added the other type of party zombies.
Yes,
the only ones with jiggle physics.
Only them had jiggle physics?
Well, that was the first one that incorporated. Now there's like the big boy, you know?
Boy. Yes. Now, when they added that, I was like, that is kind of disturbing.
I don't think zombies needed that. I just want to cut to Dean Pelton saying, I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me.
Alright.
That would be hilarious. What?
Either I'll do that, or edited me will tell you I'm not gonna do that, depending on how lazy I feel.
It's hilarious.
It is hilarious. Gosh.
What?
It is simultaneously hilarious, but also really weird.
It is really weird.
I found 2 eggs, and now I have 4 eggs.
But just like every time he said that in the show was simultaneously hilarious and really weird.
He said it more than once. I thought he only said that one time in the flashback episode.
No, he said at like the first episode when he was looking at the Dalmatians.
Oh. I see.
He's looking at his computer.
Oh.
He stopped saying it really quickly, and that's why it was in the flashback episode, because it was before he kind of discovered his sexuality.
Yeah. Like, that's what the joke's meant to be, because it was like... It did. Can we hurry up stamina refiller? I killed a chicken. By smacking it with a stun baton.
That is such a weird joke, but I think it'll be a great joke.
Yes. I'm on my way to the job.
I didn't realize I could just command editing John to put things in.
You can, it's just I might not listen. Sometimes I'll think of an idea for an edit meme or a joke, but then it will be too difficult to do, and so I won't do it. There's one time...
Would that clip mess with copyright stuff because it's like 2 seconds long?
Probably not. Usually clips like that, because it's fair use, because it's different audience, different purpose, and only a partial part of it. Usually clips don't always fall under fair use, but they are easier to fall under fair use than if I just uploaded the entire episode.
Yeah, I could see how that might not fall under fair use.
Just having an entire episode community in between lines. And then by the time people are done with it, like, what was
that? It's a really long time to wait just to have somebody say, I hope this doesn't awaken something.
Like because sometimes you'll add context to the scene with, like people edit context into the scenes that they're referring to, and sometimes they'll leave it out of context just for the line that they want. And so if you use the entire episode up until that point, like, that's so much content that's not needed.
Like this one's like it doesn't. The whole point is that it has no context, and that's the joke, right?
Yes.
The line that we're talking about, at least.
Also, if I can find it. Because sometimes I will think of a particular clip from a show that I want to use, and I can't find it, so I don't do it.
But I feel like that's one of like the main jokes in the show, right?
I don't know. I feel like the main joke in the show is racism.
Green tail.
That too.
Well, that's Pierce's main joke of the show.
That's true, but he's an
No
old man.
longer. Spoilers, no longer with us.
Okay. I was just gonna say an old man, but that too.
He grew so much. It's like, hey, don't use don't use that word as a detrimental, as an
Derogatory.
insult or something. Yeah.
Hey, that's a lot of character growth for him.
Yeah.
To become the bare minimum of not being offensive.
Yeah. Oh, Thundamo.
And try to come over there. I have no stamina, so I have to walk. So I don't waste it.
Oh, we attracted a mini horde, by the way.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Do you have the lockpick still? Because there's a locker down here.
No, I have two, but not the five that we have at home.
So you took the lockpicks, said you had the lockpicks so I can have them, and then got rid of the
Put them in the
lockpicks.
chest so you could take them.
You didn't tell me to put them in the chest if I could take them.
I figured you'd. I figured you would know.
I'm not omnipotent.
I never said you.
Give me
were.
the lockpicks or I'll gut you like a fish. What's a fish?
What's a fish?
What do you mean, what's a fish? You know what a fish is. Nah, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah? No? Okay. Alright, let's hope for luck. And if I don't get it, I blame you.
A good plan.
I kind of like when there's a lockpicking minigame rather than like luck,
Me too.
but we can't all be Thief Simulator too.
That's a good game.
Hey, you got the stuff in the gun safe. I got a pipe pistol level 4.
Ooh.
So basically the best thing you could possibly have. Oops, I did not mean to fire it. So I put the safety on.
This is why you make a safety with a pipe pistol. Oh, there's some wood in here.
Oh, is it? Wait. Actually,
Like a wood pile in the
I mean,
corner.
you can grab that and then, because you're the one who is making the spikes. I've unlocked the perk Cattle Prod.
What's that?
It's the level 3 Executioner.
Nice. I've been working on like the mining perks where it's like I get more stuff and I use less stamina.
That makes sense. I'm hoping there's some thing to drink in this edge supply drop because I am dehydrated.
I read more of Sun and Neptune today and yesterday.
Yeah.
I like it. It's still like not my favorite of the Riordan verse so far. But, like,
Do you like
it's
it
pretty
better
good.
or worse than Lost Hero?
I'm not entirely sure yet.
Mm,
I want to finish it before I say something.
that's fair.
Y-
Because like with Lost Hero, there was a lot of like by the end of it, a lot of it made more sense.
Yeah.
And with Sun and Neptune, I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't say more. But I understand why you would want to hold off on saying how you feel about it.
I like Frank a lot.
Yeah, Frank is pretty cool. Like when I was rereading it, I was like, man, Frank is way better than I thought he was when I first read this.
Like I was going into like, okay, I know Leo's a great character.
Well, more so you know,
But I wasn't
Leo's
expecting
my
Frank to
favorite
be as
character.
yeah. I don't know how I would rank them within each other.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're kind of tied right now.
Fair.
I think it's gonna be interesting to have somebody that's like always slightly nervous around fire, and somebody who literally has fire powers.
Yeah. It's an interesting dynamic. I won't say more.
You won't say more.
There's a lot of times where I can't say more. Because you need to read what's spoiled. Just read it, Noah. Now I know how you feel when I haven't read the Doctor Sleep.
Mine's more I legitimately don't have time.
That's true. Mine is more I don't feel like it.
I have all the time in the world, you just don't feel like it.
I don't have all the time in the world, but I have a lot more time than you do. So in comparison, have all the time in the world. But in comparison to somebody else per se, I have still a good amount of time, but just not all the time in the world. You know what I mean? I'm not Phil Connors.
Don't drive angry. That's still my favorite line in that movie. That time that I watched it. I like watching that on Groundhog Day. That's like a tradition I have with myself.
Nice, nice. There was a tradition I was thinking of that I have with myself. I don't remember what it was now, but I have it. I mean, I guess my birthday tradition of donuts for breakfast that will probably become my old tradition when I move out. I had to buy it myself. Being adult sucks.
That's why I choose to not act like one.
I see. Was that the radiated zone? Probably not. Because that would suck.
They sometimes land in the radiated zone.
What's that?
The drops sometimes drop in the radiated zone.
Yeah, I've had buried treasure in the radiated zone before, and that kind of sucked. But it's like behind this huge ledge. There's a lot of nothing over there. I haven't started dying of radiation poisoning yet, so I think I'm good.
Good sign. I've been cutting down trees since we don't have as much near our house. And there's a ton here.
Okay. I don't think I was in the radiated zone, but I was probably... no, I don't think I was actually anywhere near it. But it was just like on the other side of a large hill, and then on the other side there was just nothing.
Oh wow.
How hungry are you in the game?
That seems like the radiated zone, but it seems very,
Seems too close, right?
you know, like it. Yeah. I'd be surprised if that was, but I'd also not be surprised.
Makes sense.
You know, given the way you described it, it's like the Order of Phoenix. Where it's like, huh, there's a pretty apt description of the Dementors, but
Right. Do you think they hadn't actually seen the Dementor?
I think they actually saw the Dementor, given that that was literally the show in the story.
But Dumbledore is a liar.
We saw Mrs. Fig see the Dementors. It doesn't matter if Dumbledore's a liar or not.
But Harry says, I don't think Mrs. Fig has ever seen a Dementor. She's probably at most seen a picture of one. And Harry was there.
Harry's kind of stupid because Harry was there.
Harry is kind of stupid. Especially in that book.
That's one of the reasons I like that book, though, because it's a flaw.
Yeah.
And she usually guards Harry from those.
I found another airdrop, so I guess I must have missed one day. Because there's another one right here.
You got lucky.
Yeah, maybe they dropped two. Unlike, but possible. Forge ahead.
Nice. You're making the workbenches, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, a spear hunter book for you when I get back.
Oh, awesome.
And you're a strength build?
Yes.
I have some getting hammered books for you.
Ooh, awesome.
And big hitters.
That's great, actually. Just in case I find like a steel thing of another thing that's not a spear.
Mm. I'll head back towards the trader to finish the job I did.
I'm going there too. I didn't help very much during the job, but I tried.
You killed a couple of those enemies, so it's not so bad.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason we're doing the jobs together, so we can limit the amount of death chances there are.
True.
I have 9 eggs now. We can make plenty of bacon and eggs.
I have 10.
Nice.
I'm starving.
Have you tried just not starving?
Not yet.
You should try that.
I'll try. I don't know if it'll work or not, but
What? Crazy.
I know.
I would say this is the farthest I've gone without dying, but I don't think it actually is. I
You've
think
got the achievement to last 30 days without dying.
that's true. I forgot about that.
I think this is the farthest I've gotten without dying.
Yes. Well.
Because I'm usually a lot more Leroy Jenkins than you are.
Mm-hmm. I am the smart one. You are the not smart one.
I'm the. We always have extra. We always have more lives,
Yes.
which we don't in this one.
Of course. Of course. Slowly making my way towards the trader. I'm encumbered. I'm gonna drop some pine seeds. Maybe move a little quicker. I'm very much excited for Spider-Man 2.
Me too, for different reasons.
I know. It's only 10 days away. Well, 11. If you count today. But like, today is basically over. So essentially 10. And like, the 20th doesn't really count, so basically 9. So it's basically a week away.
And then it's basically like half a week
And
away.
like, a week is only a couple days more than a half a week, so it's basically half a week away.
And that's only basically a couple of days more than tomorrow, so it's basically tomorrow.
Not basically. But not actually, but basically. And I just do that.
It could be tomorrow for me. You just have to like put it in the box. Well, first surround it with bubble wrap pretty well. And ship it, and then wait a couple of days.
And then it would basically be tomorrow for you.
No matter how much you use the spear club, it never has more blood than the amount of blood it starts out with.
Crazy. I'm only a
I
kilometer
think
away.
my connection is not great to the server.
Why's that?
Because it's lagging slightly.
Can't believe this. Have you thought about just like getting a better connection?
That's also a good idea. I always think I was just complaining.
Yes, that is fun.
But it's also like zombies get some hits on me. It's not great.
Those could add up.
So tomorrow I might stay at the base and work on defenses, so I don't have to worry about zombies hitting me.
Murdering you, yeah. That's fair.
I think it's so funny that I have less issues at school where I'm farther away.
Might be a bandwidth thing. Where like there's more people using the Wi-Fi at your house. I don't know.
True.
I like it when I'm low on stamina and low on being encumbered, because then I move incredibly slow. But I can make a workbench now, so this is the bright side of life. Don't do it now.
I'm gonna say, why do you do these things to yourself?
Ah! I'm gonna cancel Christmas if you keep this up. For everybody, not just for you.
You don't have the, you wouldn't dare.
Oh, I would dare.
No, you wouldn't.
How do you
Don't drive angry.
know?
I love that quote.
Yes, I can tell.
It works in so many levels. How do you feel knowing that 2023 is already mostly done?
Sad. But also relieved because that means it's almost time for the Percy Jackson show to come out.
I thought you were gonna say it's almost time for Spider-Man 2 to come out.
That too. There's a lot of stuff, cool stuff coming out soon, like Spider-Man and the rest of the Loki season 2.
Oh, that was such a good episode.
Yes, it was. Also, Percy Jackson's coming out.
So Loki season 2.
Loki season 2 is coming out. Spider-Man 2 is coming out.
Loki season 2 is
Loki season 2 is coming out. Percy Jackson is coming out.
There's an awful lot of things happening.
Yeah, that's like at least 7 things right there. There's probably more stuff that I'm not thinking of at the moment. Oh yeah, Doctor Who.
Loki season 2. Doctor Who? How did we forget about that?
We get Doctor Who, man. I'm so excited for that.
I think we're just so excited that it took the backseat for a bit, so we didn't get overexcited.
Yeah, we got so excited that, like, you know when it's like negative overflow? But like it reaches the
integer overflow.
Integer overflow where it's like at the very top that they could possibly be, so it goes back to the beginning.
Yeah.
But
I'm so excited for Doctor Who, John.
yes.
For absolutely no spoiler reasons that we can't really bring up in case people want to find out for themselves.
Like that's actually major spoilers.
Yeah. And it's like that one we can't say because that would be not fair.
Yeah. Because if I got it that spoiled for me in a YouTube video on 7 Days to Die, I would have been really pissed. I did get it spoiled for me, but not that way.
Was that me?
No.
I don't think I did.
I think you said things that made me suspect it wasn't the end of his being on the show.
By accident. I just learned.
But I think I recall seeing something like unrelatedly. I was looking something up unrelated to Doctor Who, and it said, "Why is this in Doctor Who?" And I was like, "Excuse me."
I don't know why this isn't Doctor Who. I'm not there yet.
No one knows why it's in Doctor Who because they haven't explained it yet. But there is things that would logically make sense.
I can make a bicycle.
Awesome. Can you come give me the bicycle? Because I'm very slow.
Well, I haven't made it yet. To the base.
Don't you need a workbench to make a bicycle?
No.
Pretty sure you do.
No?
Pretty sure.
No, they changed it.
Oh, cool.
You can make it.
Oh, you just need the chassis, workbench for the chassis and handlebars. I see.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Haha. Loser.
We're on the same team.
I don't think I'm making it to the trader today, or maybe even home today.
That's not good. You're close to home. You should definitely go home first. Like it's more important to go home than go to the trader.
But depends on if
right?
he's closed.
Because
he doesn't close at nighttime. He
closed.
goes a little bit before nighttime. He's only 600 meters away.
Yeah. I would say go home.
Okay.
That's the safest thing I could think of. Cause like if it's 600, like you're like 600 meters away from home as well, and that's cutting it close.
It's in the same direction.
The trader's a lot farther.
What?
The base, the base is 700 meters west of the trader.
You said all of that really poorly. Is he
I
like,
don't know.
you're 600 meters away from home too? I'm like, no, I'm not.
No, I didn't. I did not
You
say
said
that. I
that.
said.
You said.
Uh-uh.
You said that. You might
I
not think
might
you know.
have.
You might not have meant
I
that, but you said that.
I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
I get it. You want me to fail.
Of course, yeah. So I could be the winner of Parka Bros.
Did you say
Poncho Bros.
Parka Bros?
Parka. I'm a little
Parkas
bit
aren't
stupid right
even
now.
in this game, Noah.
Poncho Bros. I could be the winner of Poncho Bros.
Yes. If Parkas were in this game, then we could have the winter biome season be called Parka Bros, but they're not in this game, so.
Yet.
Yet.
They should make a mod where it's like clone troopers versus droids. The zombies become droids.
Us. I was debating in my head whether or not that was a good idea. Because sometimes you say they should do things and then it's a kind of stupid idea.
It's a
But
great
that was
idea.
a good idea.
There's like more like advanced stuff, or it's like they're like um
Where are you?
trapped on a island or like a uninhabitable planet,
Mm-hmm.
uninhabited planet.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm like 400 meters from home.
Are you slowly making your way home?
Yep.
Are you overencumbered as well?
Nope. I'm just very, very thirsty and very, very hungry.
I see. Why don't you stop at a lake to drink? You have the water purifier mod.
Because there's no lakes.
That would explain it.
Oh, it's almost nighttime.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it home in time.
This might be the end of Poncho Bros.
Well, it depends on if I can survive the night. I do have a pistol. It's a pipe pistol, but it is better than nothing.
True.
I think I'll walk to save,
Serve.
conserve stamina. Oh wait, I was walking in the wrong direction. Don't look at that. It's nighttime. But I have a headlamp so I can see.
The zombies can see you too.
Yeah, but they'd be able to see me anyway. Headlamp, but no. So.
Like typically when we're playing, I'm not this scared of being out at the dark.
Right.
It's not because I can't see. It's because like I know that they'd run at me when they see me,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to die. Because I can't use my I always have another life logic.
Yes.
Well, the
Ah.
forest started growing by our house.
Screecher.
You
Not
okay?
Screecher. Spy Zombie just screamed in my ear randomly.
That's not good.
And so I got jump scared because it was actually kind of scary when it's silent and then all of a sudden screeching as you start talking. The screeching wasn't the scary part, it was definitely you starting talking about it that was scary.
Oh yes, obviously that's the scariest thing ever.
Yes.
I made it home safely.
I might make it home safely. If I don't die. Only if it kills me. Yes, that's what kills you means. They see me.
Not great.
They're dead. This game is actually a little bit creepy when you're out late at night.
And you only have one life.
You only have one life, yeah. That's the main thing. And I think that's what, like, a lot of horror games lose its creep factor. Because if you die, you just retry. It'd be more
Yeah.
scary if, like, it was permadeath.
Like this game specifically, it's like we play it so much that a lot of the time it's like, okay, this isn't actually that bad, but now it's like, okay, I don't want to die.
Mm-hmm.
Especially not now that we made it so far.
9 days. I'm almost home.
I did a bunch of upgrading to the base.
Cool.
My cobblestone.
Oh, no. Shut up. Sorry. Did not mean to tell you to shut up.
It's fine. I take it was I just like I stopped talking so you get focused.
I was suddenly being attacked and I didn't know where it was coming from at first. I need to eat some honey.
Are you infected?
I was, like, not that badly, and I had honey on me, so.
Oh, cool.
No, I have one less thing to carry.
It all works out.
I mean, I would rather not have gotten assaulted.
Is this a 3-day stream, do you think? Or
We can do it 3 days.
I was just like, is there any reason that we could go 4 days? I'm like, not that I could think of. Like, there's not really a, payoff.
Mm-hmm.
We could do 4 days though as well.
I think 3 days is good.
Yeah. I was gonna say after I said, I'm like, oh, I need to mow tomorrow before I leave.
Mm.
So. You're gonna get back, and it's gonna be time to go again.
Yeah, at least I won't be able to come it though.
Yeah.
Almost there.
I won't say anything.
What would you have said that I wouldn't want you to say?
Lyrics.
I said almost, not halfway.
It still works.
It doesn't.
It still works.
Different.
I heard gunshots.
They always want to attack when I'm low on stamina. I can see the house. And the spikes. Sean's shack.
Did you do it?
I did it. Yeah. I made it home. Alright, I got some presents for you.
I love presents.
Around.
You turned around.
Got this. And you got this.
Ooh.
You got that.
Ooh. Thank you, John.
What level was your pipe pistol?
2. I got another present. Thank you, John.
You're welcome. I got a pee so you can finish your story or continue it or start a new one. I don't really care.
Okay, so I believe where we left off was that Steven lost the spelling bee because he was a bird. Well, they practiced and they kept entering spelling bees and they kept losing because he's a bird. And so, they just wouldn't give up. And eventually they did give up and they retired. And then they got old and they were drinking orange juice on their couch one day because this is a family friendly story. And they got news of a national spelling bee for birds only. And they got super excited about this because it's a spelling bee for birds only, and there's not any other birds that can talk. So like this is just we're gonna win this. When they practiced just in case, and it's a good thing they did because when they showed up, there was this guy in a bird costume. His name was Phil. And it turned out he was a long lost cousin of a popular movie character that dressed up as poultry. Um, and so they started spelling words, and they kept going. And eventually, at the end,
I'm
they
back.
still lost. Go back.
Yes. I heard something that at the end they lost. So that's a great ending to a story. Whatever the story may be.
Wait till you hear it. It's one of my favorite stories so far.
I'm sure it is. I am thirsty. I'm so thirsty I could drink the beer to the trader.
Right after my family friendly story.
What's that?
I made a very big deal about how it was a family friendly story.
Was it actually a family friendly story?
Yeah, they weren't drinking alcohol, they were drinking orange juice.
Oh, I see. I need water. Like, desperately.
Me too. Why is this game telling me where I can and cannot breathe?
Can't breathe underwater.
You don't know that?
I do. Tried it once, did not work out.
Did you die?
I did, sadly, but I lived.
I feel like you just said you died.
Yeah, I did, sadly, but I lived.
This is the same logic as they did trials, and that 60% of the time it worked every time.
That was true as well. How do you mean nails? Nails. Iron clay. But you need a workbench.
I do need a workbench for my
You need a
bicycle.
Oh wait, no, you don't need a workbench for nails, you need a forge for nails. Because I was gonna say, if you need workbench for nails, and you need nails for a workbench, you're in Catch 88 right there.
You're in a what?
Catch 88?
Oh yeah.
It's 4 times worse than a catch-22.
Yeah, I remember it now. It just took me a bit, you know?
Yeah, I know. Do you have any clay? You said you'd get some.
No. I'm going to today.
Nice. Stupid zombies. Oh, that's a lot of stupid zombies. But it's still stupid, so it's not so bad. What'd you shoot at?
A deer.
I didn't see any deer. Oh, there's a deer. Do you want to cut it up, or should I?
You can do it. You're probably better at it than I am.
I don't think I am, but sure.
I know that you typically put it in the huntsman.
Yeah, but
Whatever it's
I'm
called.
not in perspective now. I'm in smart man. Probably all I need for now.
I was also trying to save room in my inventory for clay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is the problem with work days. There's not a lot to talk about.
True. Miscount. But I have the nails I need for a workbench. So I need 25 forged iron, 20 mechanical parts, 5 duct tape, 100 wood. Let me look at my chest, see how much of that we have. So I know we have some forged iron, but I don't think we have 12. No, I think we only have
You have
12.
11.
We have 11. We need 20. 5. We have 7 mechanical parts. We have enough wood. What else? Duct tape. We have duct tape. We have 5 glue.
Duct tape's relatively easy to make, though.
Yeah, it's true. Yes. I mean, you need glue and you need cloth fragments. For some reason, I cannot seem to find cloth fragments, but I know we have some, or at least I think we have some. Here it is, here. Oh, and we had more glue than I thought. We have 30. So, tape. That. Bench. Check it so we can.
We should start making like raidable wood boxes upstairs.
Probably, yeah.
Now that we can make nails.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now I just need the mechanical parts, actually. Do you have a wrench?
Yeah.
Could you start breaking stuff down for that?
Sure.
Thank you. Like, that's the last thing I need for the workbench.
Yeah. Oh, zombies started respawning around
Hmm.
where we looted already.
Which is...
How much mechanical parts do you need?
I have 7, I need 20 in total. So I need 13 more.
Yeah, wrenches are awful. Cause like you know how you're talking about like how like it would be annoying if workbenches needed nails and they made nails.
Mm-hmm.
That's how wrenches are. Like you need mechanical parts for wrenches, but you use wrenches to get mechanical parts.
Right. So you have to find a mechanical part. But it's not like you need 100 mechanical parts for a wrench, which you need 100 nails for a
Yeah.
workbench.
Yeah.
But like, the same logic applies. Like you just have to find it, and it's annoying. Can I make a wrench? I can't. I can't. They lied to me. Not do this. Okay, so I have 2 writable storage boxes now in the upstairs. What should they be for? Should I just put a resources one and food one?
Weapons.
Weapons? Weapons
What
makes sense.
research?
Resources and weapons, like good. Like 2 different things, of course. But...
I have 7 mechanical parts.
Okay. So then we
8.
need
13.
13, yes. So you have 8. That means we only need.
I have 9.
We only need 4 more.
4 more.
Having designated boxes also make it so it's easy to find things. So sometimes we have multiple piles of things in 2 different boxes.
Yeah. I also got 5 forged steel.
Nice. I mean, we don't need that at this particular moment, but we will eventually, probably.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
One more, please. One more. One more. One more mechanical part. Yes, I did it.
Nice.
I got 13 mechanical parts. Don't worry about the boat and the pier thing near our house. It's fine. It might not look so good, but we're not using it for anything.
Okay. Okay.
It served its purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting chillier up here in real life.
Yeah, here it's tends to the 60s, which is not chilly, but not
Like
hot.
it was like 50 here, which is like also not. Okay, I put it in the resources.
Cool.
So it's not like the 80s where it was.
Mm. I don't. Put it randomly in the random location.
Well, I was trying to make it so it's like easier to find, but I accidentally made it
Harder.
harder to find.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Like 6 minutes for a workbench? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
That's what she said.
That's inappropriate.
Actually, not even one of those like you're lying when it saying it's inappropriate. Why does it take so long for water to be created?
I thought you were a zombie.
I can't believe this. Do I look like a zombie to you?
I mean, like from far away, you look kind of like the motorcycle zombies.
I can't believe this. I'm calling my lawyer.
Probably should
I
use
will.
your image without talking to you.
Yes, that's why I'm calling my lawyer. No other reason.
What? Why would you be talking to your lawyer?
Because somebody insulted me and assaulted me. Therefore, lawyers are called.
That's how it works.
That's how it works. Them's the rules. I don't make the rules.
But you know the rules,
No,
and so do I.
you don't. Because I just
Oh.
had to tell you what the rules were. I'm gonna go to the trader and turn in this quest. Because I haven't done that yet, because I got encumbered.
I think we should just wait until night time ends next time to stream. I think that's typically a bad idea, but I think that's a good idea this time.
Are you saying you're getting tired?
Slightly.
Okay, that's fair.
But I'm good. I'm good for till the end of this day. So, yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh, my goodness. I'm out of water, man. I have the hiccups again. Jeez. Oh.
Stop it.
Stop what?
Hiccuping.
I can't just stop hiccuping.
I'm gonna go dig in a hole.
You do that.
You making fun of me?
No.
Hey, you could. You're starting to be able to see my
You're what?
play deposit area. I'm trying to not make you be able to say no. That's inappropriate.
So you're gonna say something that sounded super inappropriate?
I guess so. If you didn't know what I was talking about, and I felt like you would take it out of context and use it in videos, so I'm like.
Your clay mine?
Yeah. The Mines of Moria.
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling it.
That's copyright
Working
infringement.
title. Completely original.
It's not.
All from my noggin.
Your noggin steals things from other people.
Nobody alive thought of that name before I did.
I don't believe that's true.
The one that made it is dead.
Oh. That is true. But technically.
Not even technically, he's dead.
Ow. I see how it is. You murdered them.
No, Bob Ross murdered him.
Bob Ross is not a murderer.
You don't know that.
You don't know that they are.
I do know that they are. Told me.
They told you?
Yep.
You didn't ever know Bob Ross.
That is true. That made it really weird that they told me.
You never met them.
I never met them. Yeah, but I met their lawyers.
No, you're getting
What?
loopy.
I'm just continuing our conversation from earlier.
Off stream conversation.
Oh yeah, I forgot when that happened. I kind of just took a chance that happened on stream and it would not work out.
And now everyone's confused. Thanks to you.
Good. So it makes streams fun. It's confusion.
I don't think you know what makes streams fun.
Confusion.
No.
Not being in the know.
No.
Each day is a blessed gratitude, friend.
Gratitude, friend. Let's see.
Inappropriate.
How is that inappropriate? You're insane, yeah.
Thank you.
It's not a compliment.
Thank you.
Should not be thanking me.
Thank you.
Stop.
Thank you.
No,
What?
you need help.
No, thank you.
You need to see a doctor.
No,
Do it.
I will not.
You should.
Walter hasn't hurt in so long. You have to appease him,
What?
or else he'll strike back.
You have to appease your rib?
What?
You're insane.
No, thank you.
That wasn't a request. It was a statement.
Oh, okay. Good luck.
No, you need help.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
You need help.
I don't think so.
I don't need help either. How do we know I'm not living the same day over and over again?
Probably not.
Groundhog Day style.
You would probably tell me if you were.
Hey, John.
Yeah?
No, no. Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Well, I would be doubtful that you are living the same day over and over again, Groundhog Day style, because it would be very convenient that you were to start living the same day over and over again, Groundhog Day style, the day after we watched Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day style.
No,
I'm hilarious.
you're not.
Groundhog Day style.
Mm-hmm.
David Tennant.
Now I gotta bleep that out. Why would you say something like that, Noah?
I don't know. It just, I have, according to Bill Murray, I am a god.
You're not. You're insane.
David Tennant.
No, stop being so offensive.
I can't wait for people to see this and not realize I'm saying David Tennant.
Noah! Quit saying that.
I might be just trying to make more work for you.
Oh, I guess you're trying to make this part of the video interesting.
Yeah. Groundhog Day style.
Yes. Well, I didn't say I would be bleeping that out. It's not exactly necessary to bleep out.
No, it's just funny.
It's just funny.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What else is funny?
No.
David Tennant.
Noah, stop. You need to see a psychiatrist.
I can't wait to see this episode on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. I think my therapist will be hearing about this episode.
That's an off-stream conversation, John.
Unrelated.
Why are people won't be in the know, and apparently that's not what makes streams fun.
No.
John,
What are you doing right now?
speaking of hole,
Yes, you are.
Both literally and metaphorically.
Oh, the thing dropped right near our house. I'll go get it. Since you're digging yourself a hole.
Literally and metaphorically.
Yes.
Groundhog Day style.
That's not in Groundhog Day.
You can't prove that he did not dig a hole in one of the days that he relooped that was cut.
Because it doesn't exist.
Groundhog Day doesn't exist.
Yes. Groundhog Day doesn't exist.
We told Bill Murray about it.
I told you when we were watching the movie, if it happened in the fictional movie, it doesn't exist. There's 4 ice sculptures don't exist. Bill Murray doesn't exist. Groundhogs don't exist.
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
Time loops
why did
don't
I have-
exist.
Then why did I have to? Why did I have to learn how to play piano for school if it doesn't exist?
School doesn't exist. You're going to a sane asylum every few weeks.
Oh no.
It's called Potsdam Community Asylum.
Wow, I can't believe you've done this,
Yes.
David Tennant.
Noah, you can't keep saying stuff like that.
You said it a couple seconds ago.
I didn't.
Uh-huh.
I said you were going to a community insane asylum.
But there was a bleep before it, which means you said David Tennant.
No, I didn't say David Tennant. I said something else.
You bleep yourself too.
I didn't say David Tennant.
Twice.
I said
2
David
times.
Tennant.
4 times.
Well, I can cut out the first time I said I didn't say David Tennant. I said David Tennant, and then that's only twice.
6 times.
It's only twice if I cut out the first 4 times.
Why would you cut it out?
For the joke.
Oh, this is amazing. There's so much just great jokes being made in this series.
Yes.
My whole hit rock bottom. That's something you're gonna show us the context.
No, that's inappropriate.
What? You're just gonna take that out of context so many times. My lawyers will be hearing about this when it happens.
You don't have lawyers, no, you're broke.
Groundhog style. Groundhog Day style.
No, Bill Murray wasn't broke in that movie. Because he had the money to pay for all that food in that one loop.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So he must have had a decent amount of money to pay for the things
He had
he
at
would have
least
paid for.
$1,000. Because that's what he paid for the piano lessons.
Or he would have said...
With the person that was not David Tennant.
No, can't say that. Anyway. Ooh, what's this? Oh, okay. He could have said, "Oh, I'll pay you $1,000," and then off screen said, "I will write you a check." And then since the check never went through because it looped, then they wouldn't have had to pay $1,000.
No, but they also had enough money to pay for the food, which would probably cost around about $100,000. So
Possible.
because it's a diner, you know.
Yes.
And diners are cheap, but they're good.
$1,000 is not cheap.
No, I meant like diner food. And so I was saying that seems like it would be about $1,000 worth of diner food.
Possibly. Someone's got to do the math.
Off-screen conversation, I think.
I mentioned the do the math subreddit. Because I mentioned in the episode of the show I'm watching, he slammed the door hard enough that it destroyed the room he was in.
Oh yeah, sorry. Thought that was an off-screen conversation, but it wasn't.
I am underneath the water, but I can breathe. I am Percy
You
Jackson
can
now.
breathe here. Or Frank.
Frank can only breathe underwater if he's a particular form.
Fish.
Yes.
Whale.
Whales don't breathe underwater. They breathe oxygen.
Dolphin.
Dolphins also
Shark.
don't breathe underwater. Sharks, I'm not sure.
Shark.
Yes, because sharks have to keep swimming to stay alive, or else they'll die.
Groundhog Day style.
Oh, Jay style. Who's a Z?
I don't remember why I started saying Groundhog Day style, but I'm glad I didn't stop saying Groundhog Day style, or else all those funny jokes wouldn't have happened.
Right. Funny jokes.
That is a funny joke in and of itself, right?
Sure.
Wow, I can't believe this. I'm being murdered.
You're not. You're a liar.
I never lie except when I do.
That. You know what? Do you see the contradictory nature of what you just said?
No.
Then you're silly. And
You know what I could say to that? You know what I could say to that?
I imagine there's something you could say to that.
There is something I could say to that. Here's your 4,000 clay I dug out of the clay mine. Wow. Didn't even pick it up.
Oh, you
Make
put it
me-
on the floor? Why'd you do
I
that?
picked it up. I'm going all the way up here now.
Put it in the resources box. You know the rules.
Clay's a weapon.
No,
It'll terrify my enemies.
clay is not a weapon. And it may terrify your enemies, but more so confuse your enemies.
I'm so good at confusing people.
It'll be like that meme. So your tactics both terrify and confuse me. Also, look in the resources chest once I'm done
Hey
with
John, look. Hey John, look.
it. Is that snowballs?
Yeah.
Look in the resources chest. Cobblestone.
Ooh, cobblestone.
I might be able to make a few bullets. Oh, can you make a bicycle now?
Yes, I can.
Alright, give me a moment. I'm gonna craft a single bullet because I have no gunpowder.
The house is looking pretty good now.
Yeah? I am thirsty. So I need to get some water.
I'm thinking if you throw pipe bombs out, I know they don't do a ton of environmental damage, but they do some.
Mm-hmm.
And stairs are important.
Right. I love how I made a whole resources chest, and there's resources that I know I didn't put in here into this normal chest.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying, awfully convenient.
I don't know what you're talking about. It happens a lot of the time.
Yes, yes, you're not very intelligent.
Wait 1 second. I wasn't quite prepared for a retort.
Hey, no, that's rude. Waste of ammo. Make your bicycle.
You're making my bicycle?
You make your bicycle. I don't know how to make a bicycle. I think.
I know how to make a bicycle.
But I actually do know how to make a bicycle. I was lying. Like a liar.
I know a song that perfectly incorporates this moment.
No.
Oh.
You
What
don't.
if it's copyright free music?
Then fine.
May old acquaintance be
Shut up.
forgot.
I don't think that encapsulates what we were saying at all.
It was gonna be a Queen song, but that was
Then
copyrighted.
you realized that was copyrighted and you couldn't sing it.
Well, I was just then gonna sing Auld Lang Syne. I need
Right.
a mechanical part.
I don't have any. Loser.
I think this bicycle will be the next stream's journey.
I cannot believe it.
This stream's journey was already the workbench.
It's true.
You can't have too much things in one stream.
You can.
That's what I said. You can have too much.
You can't
things in.
have it. You tricked me because you said can, but you meant can't.
I need 2 mechanical parts.
You're not getting any from me. I don't have any. Boom.
Are you still wearing a poncho?
Of course.
Making sure that you wouldn't have like betrayed me.
I
not wearing
have done that. You know what? I'm gonna modify my poncho to be green. It didn't really change much, but it is green. If I can find some pink dye, then we're all set. Why is it there?
You know what? I've changed my mind. Maybe the bicycle will be this stream's crowning achievement.
Yes, good, good. Kill him.
Don't worry about why the change of heart.
Kill him now. I won't.
Why would I?
It's not the Jedi way.
I
Do
don't
it.
understand why.
Oh, that's
making
enough
a bike-
information for me. That's
I
enough.
feel like some of that speech was copywritten.
Nah. It's a me, so it's fine. Probably. Dude. Oh, that's enough convincing I need.
That person's not free. Really someone that needs a whole lot of convincing.
Yeah. He acted like he did, but he really didn't. He's what we call in the business call a stupid head.
It's a very technical term.
It is, yes, I know. But it is what it is.
You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
No. You don't. I will
Throw a
throw a
fit?
fit.
Where's the pipes?
You don't own any. They're in the resources chest, because that's the resource.
Oh, I own them all.
Uh,
Duct tape. I need duct tape.
we don't have any duct tape. But we do have
Any
some glue. I have 25 glue on me, so I'll give you that. There we go.
You?
Just like intended. Do we have a grill? Because I can make a grill. We do have a grill. Yes. Also, I don't think communism works in this universe because I don't have the bacon and eggs recipe, and I know you do, so... Perhaps we were inaccurate in our assessments before?
No.
Hate when we're inaccurate in our assessments. It's way better to be accurate in your assessment than inaccurate.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen...
No.
Oh, kinda sucks. Didn't realize you were blind.
Yep. I could use echolocation and I'll beat people up.
I'd ask how long you were blind, but you said you've never seen it, so your whole life. I would imagine. Unless you're exaggerating. Or just
I'm not
straight up
blind
lying.
per se.
You just can't see.
I just can't see good.
Yeah, I see. Unlike you, apparently. No reaction?
I've gotten the crowning achievement of this stream.
Yeah? Show us outside. Outside. Do it. Show me. Show me the money.
This is the road.
Show me the money. Oh, it's gonna steal from you, but it's locked. Can I ride on it?
Can you give it back afterwards?
Yes.
Why is there a water bottle just floating in front of it?
I don't know. I don't
Pretty
even
sad.
have a water bottle. What is yours floating? Yours is food is floating in front of it.
Does yours still have water bottle floating?
I don't know. Let's try.
Yeah, yours still has a water bottle floating.
It's so weird. Yeah, use this food. It's like when you have food in your hand.
I don't have anything in my hand.
Weird. I don't
I
even
think
have.
they messed something up when they took away water.
I think so too. How long do we have to wait for dew to collect?
Probably 5 minutes.
That makes sense. So I think that, I mean, that's basically, we've basically peaked for this episode.
Yeah.
So we might
I
as,
feel like this is a good ending point for the episode.
yes, so we might as well call it a day. I mean, it's almost 20, but we're gonna start tomorrow, daytime, so I think that will do it for today. If you liked it, and Noah's constant use of words that should be bleeped out.
David Tennant.
Noah, stop it. Anyways, if you enjoyed that, you can check out the entire playlist up until this point. Well, I'll be on screen more than likely, and then
On screen?
on screen.
Oh, okay.
And you can check out my Twitch in the description. And I will catch you guys next time.